Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Jessica Arguello. I am a realtor in the Denver metro area, helping potential first-time homebuyers just like yourself get into a home and prove to you that it is very much possible. I specialize in first-time homebuyers, and I bring this to you as a very asked about question. What is Metro DPA? What are the pros and cons? I'm here to give it to you completely straight. This is one of the most asked about questions, not only with me, but some of my preferred lender partners. What is Metro DPA? Do I not only qualify for this program, but is it truly a program that I want to use? Well, I'm here to answer that question for you. Let's start off with, what is it? Who is it geared towards? Well, Metro DPA, as a down payment assistance program, it is specifically geared towards low or moderate income individuals and families located in and around the Denver area and Front Range in Colorado. They offer up to 6% of the loan amount to be put towards your first home, but you're also able to utilize those funds to cover your closing costs, which is huge. The nice thing when comparing Metro DPA to 𝐃𝐈 specifically is Metro DPA is not only and can be completely forgiven, but in some cases it does cover 100% of your closing costs, which is nearly unheard of. Something that 𝐃𝐈 does not offer, and something I always want to touch on when specifically comparing the two. We're going to go ahead and jump into advantages of using Metro DPA as a first-time buyer. You're able to utilize 6% assistance as well as having it being completely forgivable, or you can do the second lien option, which you would just have to pay back. It's almost identical to 𝐃𝐈 in that sense, but the only caveat and difference with 𝐃𝐈 to Metro DPA is Metro DPA offers your closing costs to be completely paid for. They also offer really competitive interest rates as well, offering assistance not only on government-backed loans, so you have your FHA and VA, but it also allows you to utilize this program while being approved for a conventional loan, which is huge. Something you may be surprised to hear is it's not just a program for first-time homebuyers, and you can utilize this program to purchase your second home, or say you've been a first-time homebuyer in the past, sold that original home. This could definitely be a contender when looking at programs to potentially use when buying your second home, and you may not have that extra money to put towards the down payment and closing costs. Understanding that it does have program area eligibility requirements, so that can be a tongue twister in itself. It means they essentially give you a map of areas you can buy in, but the important thing to keep in mind is a lot of these areas that you would possibly consider, like Adams County, Douglas County, Arapahoe County, Weld, these counties and cities, Aurora, Denver, Thornton, Westminster, they're already eligible and on the map. So a lot of the areas that you would consider are eligible. So it's nice to know that they're in kind of those prime spots anyways. The eligibility is there. Touching on all of the advantages that Metro DPA has to offer, we're going to go into the general DPA and Metro DPA program requirements. These are essentially required to be able to utilize this specific program. We touched on the loans. We're going to touch on it once more. This is applicable to FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional home loans. So it is not geared towards jumbo loans, nor would that really make sense because jumbo loans is you're hitting into the $1 million+ range. This is for, again, around 500 and below, or 750 and below those first-time homebuyer prices. You have to, and it again is non-negotiable requirement that your credit score has to at least be at a 640 or better. 620 in some cases, we could potentially get you approved for this program. But the honest truth is going to be just get your credit score as high as you can before getting that application done, and it'll ultimately help you all around. You have to have a home buyer education program course done. This is again required. This is provided through the county, and it's a class. What's nice is that if you're kind of debating against, say, 𝐃𝐈, Metro DPA, it is the exact same class that you have to take to get that certificate to be able to utilize it. So maybe take the class, weigh out your options, see what one best fits you, but ultimately just get that class done and get that that certificate. This has to be a principal residence, meaning that this cannot be an investment property, and you physically have to live in the home for a minimum of 12 given months. This cannot be a second home purchase and you're buying it as an investment property. This has to be your primary residence. What's nice about utilizing this program is there's no purchase price limits, so you can not only go as low as you want, but you can also go as high as you want in purchase price. You still have to abide by county and city loan limits. If you have any specific questions about those specific items, county loan limits, reach out to me or reach out to your agent, and we should be able to give you all the information that you need specifically for that. But the point of that is, don't buy anything over $750 in that given loan limit. You'll be just fine. Something else to consider is it does have income limits per household, capping out at $189,000 per year per household. If you're wondering, well, I like this program, Jess, I would like more information on how to not only get approved, but who should I be reaching out to get to that next step? Well, please feel free to reach out to me. My info is down below. I have some of the most well-trusted and preferred partners in the Denver metro area that I would love to get you in touch with to be able to not only help you and show you how seamless these programs can be, but I'm here to help you find a really good lender who's not only going to help you get into that home, but provide you all options and programs that are applicable to you. Finding a lender who is not only knowledgeable about programs specific to Colorado, but can also avoid feeding you all of the BS that comes with buying a home is crucial, and I'm here to help you find that good one. Getting into your first home, it sounds a lot harder than it really should be, and I want to make sure that my info is down below. Super easy to get in touch with me, and I will get you set up with one of the best lenders in the game. If you're looking at utilizing Metro DPA specifically, please add that info to the information portion just so I'm aware of what program you're looking at utilizing before I send you or get you in touch with one of my preferred partners. You said forgivable, Jess. Now, what does that mean, and how is it forgivable? So this is under the understanding that you not only live in the home, but you maintain ownership in the home and residence for a 36 months duration. Meaning if you sell the home before that, you will get a prorated amount that you have to pay back. And that stands firm as well if you decide to refinance before that 36-month term ends. Another really important question to ask yourself is if they're giving you up to 6% total to put towards the home, that can go towards your prepaid, which is your closing costs, as well as your down payment. But on average, the down payment amount that you have to put down, depending on the loan amount you're approved for, is anywhere between 3 to 3.5% down on the home. On average, the closing costs associated with buying your first home is going to range up to 1.5% to 2% of the total amount, loan amount. So right there, you're at around 5.5% down. Now, what you can do with that additional 0.5% is really up to you. This may be a good question to ask yourself. So mind you, you do not have to use the full 6% given. You can use a portion of it, but you do not have to use all of it, although it's given to you. Something important to remind yourself is if there's any overhead or overlap or additional funds left over, you cannot use that towards appraisal gaps, paying off debts, or any type of associated cash back at closing where you're getting that money back. That's completely dissolved. It has to go towards the purchase price or the principal balance. It's super important to not only understand this, but also consider this ahead of time. My last and final really crucial tip when looking at buying your first home is getting approved through multiple lenders. This may be voiced to you already, but each lender may very well be able to loan and utilize each program that Colorado has to offer. But a good reminder to remind yourself is each lender will also approve you for a different amount each time. One lender may approve you, say, up to $450,000, where another lender may very well approve you up to $525,000. Meanwhile, they're utilizing the same application, the same debts, the same ratios, and the same credit score. So it's really important that you not only shop for lenders, but it can be a good, important step to remind yourself of ahead of time. That is going to wrap up this video. I really hope that you gained any bit of insight and any type of valuable information from this video. My hope with these videos is not only to remind you how attainable homeownership is and these programs that are geared towards first-time homebuyers, but how amazing some of them truly are, just like Metro DPA. Please reach out if you have any specific questions. My info is down below. If